Hello everyone, I am the Desert Gardener, and today I'm going to be reviewing some garden tools and supplies. So I've got my tea, let's talk about that. So about a year ago I stumbled across this website called Temu.com. It's basically the Chinese equivalent to Amazon. Now when I first saw it I was really skeptical. The prices were way too low and I figured something was fishy. But I kept seeing the ads on Facebook and I kept hearing people say good things about it. So one day I said, what the heck, and I placed a really small order, and I used PayPal so they wouldn't have my credit card information or anything like that. And I was really surprised at the quality. The items that I received were exactly the same as the items I was seeing in Walmart, in Home Depot, and for sale on Amazon. In fact, with Amazon, the photographs that they were using were literally the same exact stock photography that Temu was using. The only difference is it was about 50 to 75% cheaper. So I placed another order and another and another, and I bought lots of home improvement stuff, kitchen stuff, and of course a lot of lawn and garden stuff. So I thought I'd review some of those recent purchases with you here. So let's start out with something small, and that's plant clips. And you've probably all seen these and used these. If you haven't, they're meant to be used with these bamboo stakes. Now this is a 4-foot stake, and you can see that there's a little notch here at the end, and that's meant to stick right there. And this open space is where the plant stem goes through. And because it doesn't grab a hold of the stem very tightly, the plant has room to grow and move around with the wind, and it doesn't damage the stem at all. Now, these clips, 20 of them, which is 10 of the small one and 10 of the large ones, on Amazon, they're $7.99. And on Temu, they're $2.58. And again, they're the exact same product, just much cheaper. And if you prefer the orchid type clips, they have those as well. And I use these on seedlings. So when I get a plant that's a little leggy under the grow lights, needs a little help, I'll take one of these little bamboo skewers and one of these orchid clips, and I'll clip it to the skewer until I have a chance to plant it out in the garden and switch to the larger clip. And again, the exact same clip on Amazon, 10 of them are $6.99, and on Temu, they're 98 cents. And they even have the skewers. 100 of these on Amazon are $4, and on Temu, they're $2.48. So again, the exact same item, it's just much cheaper. So let's talk about something a little bit more substantial, like pruners. Now these are precision pruners, and I've talked about these before. I actually purchased them on eBay a bunch of years ago for about $8. And you can see they're much smaller than a full-size pruner, and I really prefer these when working in the garden. They're much smaller and easy to get in tight places to get that just ripe cherry tomato. I use these for tree branches and woody stems, but this is what I use for harvesting tomatoes and peppers and other things. Now again, I purchased these for about $8, but I checked Amazon and they had the exact same thing for $6.99. Temu, $2.39. Again, it's the exact same product. I really love these. I really recommend these. But you've probably heard me talk about the using belt clips, fanny packs, and things like that in other videos. I really like this particular one. This is a sports pack. And the reason what I do with these in the garden is I use the big pouch to stick my pruners in. And the little pouch, I have twine and plant clips and things like that. This way when I go out in the garden, I have a place to put my pruners and I can have hands-free work. And I pull them out and do whatever I need. But the best part is it gives me a belt. But before we get to the belt, this money clip is $13.90 on Amazon, and on Temu, $1.48. And for a few extra cents, you can get one with this little opening here, and that's meant for earbuds with a cord in case you want to, put an iPhone or iPad or iPod or something like that in there. It's meant to be used with on your bicycle and things like that. But I think it works really great in the garden. Have a hands-free place to put something. But because, like I said, it has a belt, I can put holsters and other things on there, like this guy here. Now this is called a forager pouch, and I really like this because it folds up nice and small when you're not using it, but when you do want to use it, you just unclip it, pop it open, this thing clips back here, and now I got a big pouch for harvesting tomatoes, peppers, or whatever you need. So I go out into the garden, I clip, 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 toss it in my bag. If I need both hands, I toss it in. Now I have both hands free for plant clips and twine and stuff like that. And on Amazon, the forager pouch is $19.99. On Temu, $2.78. And again, it's the exact same item. So let's say you don't really like wearing a pouch. You prefer like a shoulder bag. Well, I picked up one of those here recently too. Just clip it over, and it's got this pouch here, which I like to put the pruners in, and it has this opening here. This is where I put the tomatoes and peppers and whatever I'm harvesting. Now this isn't really meant for a garden tool. In fact, it's actually meant for medical professionals. This pouch is meant to hold an iPad, but it works good for very small trips to the garden. It has little things here for pens and pencils and stuff like that. But I like the shoulder pad. It makes it really easy to just slip it over, head out into the garden, and do what I need. Now, everything I've talked about here today, I'm going to have links to down below, including a discount code. So you can check out any of these items. Now, this is just the tip of the iceberg of some things I wanted to talk about. I didn't want this video to be too long, so I'm going to break it up into probably 3, maybe even 4 pieces. That's how many different things I've been picking up from this site in the last year. So if you want to see those other videos, hit the subscribe button and maybe the notification bell so you know when the next video comes out. And as for the links and the code, like I said, they're down below. But the one weird part about this website is they do seem to have an inordinate number of pop-up ads, especially when you very first get to the site. So when you click on any of those links down there, the first thing that's going to pop up is a pop-up message like this one here. And it's going to ask you to scan a QR code. Now you do not need to scan that QR code. That is only if you want to download their app and you want to shop on your phone or your mobile device, in which case go ahead and scan the code. But if you don't want to do that and you're happy with browsing and shopping on your computer in your web browser, then just hit the little X way at the top right. It's a little hard to see, that's why I wanted to point it out. And that actually brings you to a second ad, unfortunately. And go ahead and click on the product photo, and then that'll take you to the product description. Here you can read the description, you can look at the photos, you can even read reviews of other people who have purchased the product. And I find it really helpful. I'm really feel like I'm getting a lot of good deals here, so I wanted to pass that along to you. So if you got something out of this, please like and subscribe, and I'm going to have a couple more coming up for you, so I'll see you then.